pupc here, so it's time for another taste test challenge.
Alright, so today we have some exciting raw crackers I found. It is healinghomefoods raw crackers. So here is the first, fresh herb, ooh la la. So let's get started. Yeah, nice paper container, has that little Ziploc top so we can reseal. Very light savory. Kind of a nutty situation going on there. Alright, so I'm going to list the ingredients and I don't have to read them off. I know that's kind of a boring thing to do, but it is good to know what's in these crackers. And they look very cute, almost homemade cracker-like. Ooh, baby. A little rugged edges. It's very mild flavor. It's almost what you would think of as like, maybe a mild cheese cracker. It's just extremely neutral flavor. So this is supposed to be fresh herb. They do list some herbs in here, like thyme and rosemary. I guess that wraps up the herb section. So maybe the green comes from the thyme and rosemary. But it just, the flavor isn't very powerful. So don't get scared off if you don't like fresh herbs because this isn't really packing a punch. It's just kind of interesting. It's fun to eat. Oh! It kind of reminds me of Cheez-It. It's like, because Cheez-It, when I was a kid and I would eat them, they had a very neutral flavor. It wasn't very powerful. It kind of felt like just texture, you're just crunching. You're just crunching, filling up your belly. It's fun. There's a little salt in there so you keep wanting more. So, okay. Now, I'm getting some herb. You have to eat the whole cracker. Eat the whole cracker, and then you're going to start to tell about those herbs. It's okay. It's alright. Just so mild. Alright. Let's spice it up with pizza thins. Alright, pizza thins. We'll give you a shot. Wow. Now that has a lot of zip. This one, there's definitely a lot of smells. Is there nutritional yeast in here? Yes, because that comes through. That's what gives it that cheesiness. We always use that as our cheat for cheese. I think the theme of these crackers is going to be mild. Oh, no, the theme is going to be delayed effect because it was after I was biting and chewing and started to swallow that I got the first hit of tomato. Tomato is definitely dominating flavor. You smell the nutritional yeast, you taste the tomato. There's some other stuff going on. They use Himalayan sea salt, and that salt definitely makes you want to keep eating more. But alright. Definitely more flavorful than the little herb ones. But we got one more to try. It's this guy here. Kale Goji, baby. So let's try. This is almost a dessert cracker. That goji. Woo. Wow, there's a lot going on this one. Check that out. So much. So you see the goji, and then it's kale, right? Kale, yes, that's in the name. Yellow, I'm guessing nutritional yeast. Yep, there it is. Again, basil and rosemary. So they just kind of took our fresh herb cracker and they added some extra things. they spiced it up. It's almost a take on a kale chip. Kale chip turned cracker. If you like kale chips, you're gonna like this because it has that kale flavor. It has the nutritional yeast that most kale chips incorporate. It's alright. It's alright. Actually, since I wasn't expecting kale chip, I know this is kale in the name, but it's a cracker too. I'm gonna put this one on the bottom. Bottom ranker because when I buy a cracker, I want something different than a kale chip. So, I know that's mean because I got one that said kale, but it also had goji, and it also said cracker. So, high expectations. Not really, but not really just because I'm trying to come in neutral. I'm trying to come in neutral and see where the wind takes us, see where the flavors take us, and we can't all be winners. So, you are going to be number 3. And now, it's out of these two. Wow, tough call. I guess it depends what you're in the mood for. If you want something more zippy, definitely the pizza. If you just want kind of like a cracker sensation, this guy. I'm a boring lady, so this is gonna be my number 2. And fresh herb, surprisingly, number 1. Yes, fresh herb. Yes. Because if you're just thinking like cracker, like I want a standard cracker, just something to crunch on, some yummy, a little salt, especially if you have a super yummy raw vegan dip, yes, this would work with pretty much any dip you can imagine. So yeah, surprising. I started thinking, I don't know if you're gonna make it to number 1, and look at who rose to the top. All right, well, thank you for hanging out with me while I ate some crackers, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.